Madworks Garage, welcome. Well, as you know, I'm on my own now, so here I am again, not here we are again, here I am again. Today I will mostly be prepping these panels up, which I've started to do now, a bit of filler that's in them, and getting them ready for going red like the rest of the van, whiskey that is. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So I've got a nice block here. So all I'm doing is just flatten them back, get this filler flat. There's not a lot of filler in them, luckily. So it shouldn't take too long to get these right. In the last video I was doing the welding on this bonnet and someone mentioned the fact that I wasn't wearing the eye protection. Well, as you know, if you've watched previous videos, I do not get on with welding masks. Touch wood, I've never had arc eye, but then I don't look at the light when I'm welding. I do most of it through feel. I've done it for years like that. Yes, you're supposed to wear a mask. Trouble is, the masks that I bought and have aren't really brilliant. I don't know why. I've spent a lot of money on masks and I've spent little on masks, and I don't get on with any of them. So I don't wear them. Basically, as simple as that. I appreciate the fact that I could get arc eye, and I appreciate the fact that you care enough to mention it. But they're my eyes, and I'll risk them if I want to. I just can't get on with masks. Unless you can come up with a pair of glasses that fit over a pair of glasses that work really well, then great. Please jot it down in the comments, and I'll be sure to check it out. That's that. So yeah, as far as Benny wearing a mask is concerned, well, it doesn't matter now because he's not here. But you try telling him. There you are. That's what it's like. Dead silence. Anyway. Lovely. Well, that'll do until we get some filler primer on. Right, just get the table ready for dropping primer to go on these panels. stops the table getting all covered in paint, because although it's a rough old table, it's useful for other things. Paint doesn't do it all good. I'm going to stop that blowing up. That's it. And you keep that then for doing a top coat. What I do is I keep the lids off the spray cans, and they're very useful for holding things off the table, so it don't get stuck onto the paper. So we'll have this one over here. Do it, is it? This is. Do the underneath first, and then we switch them over and do the other side. Two more should do it. Don't need to do the insides of these because it's already got primer on them. Turn it around that way, easier to get to. Like that. That one's a long way up. Okay, so I'm going to knock some paint up. We are very low pressure and give those a coat of couple of coats of primer. Right, got my gun ready. It's about half a gun of paint in there, so very low pressure, shouldn't get any air at all. So let's put some primer on. Nice and thick anyway, so Nice and thick. There's something to rub back with it. The great thing about this filler primer, you can rub it down and any little blemishes disappear. Right, ready to do the other side now, and the heater's on, that's what the noise is. So we'll let them dry off now and just leave them well alone, and we'll move on to the next job. Right, next job for me is to fit the carburettor on this engine. I've got dust on my glasses, can't see nothing. Oh, it's lovely going blind, isn't it? So we're going to not go with the original carburettor. Obviously it was no good anyway. So we've got a nice new Weber carb to go on. Here it is here. Do like a nice new Weber carb. What this has got is a shut-off valve, electric shut-off valve here. So what you have to do is on your ignition, you put ignition live to that, which opens the valve when you put ignition on, and as soon as you turn it off, it closes the valve. All right, but we'll leave a little protector on it for now. The other thing about this carb, which is slightly different to others I've had, is the petrol inlet is here. Generally, it's here. Why it's right round there, I have no idea, but we can get round that. So we've got the gasket on there already. Yeah, they're all there. Get it back on again. That's it. Pop that on there. It should be just a straight fit, which it is. What we have got to do eventually, I hope you can see this without my hands being in the way, is change the throttle linkage here for the original one. So all you need to do for that is literally grind, file a piece out. It's a little bit, the shaft on this carburettor is a little bit thicker than the original shaft on the original carbs. So you just have to grind the shaft. But we can do that. We can fit the carb. We can take that off after, and then I'll tell you what we'll need: a couple of washers actually, because there's none there. Get them in the box. Just get a couple of washers. One sec. So I've got a couple of washers. Just pop them on. Get that back on first. Yeah, that's really quite annoying, that is. I have to put an elbow on it, on that petrol feed. Get an half inch spanner. Bit of a cheat here for you, if you struggle with these. I made it's an old 13mm actually, just heated it up and bent it at the right angle so you could easily get to the back one. It can be a pain getting to that inside nut. So I do so many of them that it was worth making a spanner, if you know what I mean. Right, nice and tight, that's it. So that was easy enough, wasn't it? So you're going to have your breather pipe, which comes around the top here, and I'll put a new piece on to come round to here. Everything's the wrong side really, but these carbs, they run so well on these carbs, it's just worth the effort. So we'll bring that round this side and into there, and then we'll have to put an elbow on the feed to take it round that way. Yeah, take it round that way and it's straight onto the feed pipe then, isn't it? So that'll be all right. So what I need to do for the minute is just cap that off with something to stop the dirt going down there. What have I got here? Again, these little aerosol caps come in so useful. Will it fit? Yes, it will. No, it won't. Yes, it will. Would you believe it? It's exactly the same size. Oh, okay, let's find a bit more. Oh, that's lovely. Matching red. Should go on there. There you go. So that'll stop anything going down there for now. And we'll get back to that when we do the breather and everything. Right, so just fitting a fan belt. As you can see, Bedford CA van, Vauxhall Victor 101. That's the packet it was in. Did seem a little tight, but probably because it's old stock. But it's on there. I just need to pull that out a little bit. Get a little crowbar between the manifold and the thing. A little push. That's lovely. And you want a little tiny bit of play in it. Don't need to be too tight or not too loose. So that's about right. Probably about ½ inch play. Tighten the top up. Next thing is bottom hose, that needs to go on. I do have the new radiator, but it's not here. My lovely father picked it up for me and it's in his van, so hopefully he'll drop it up later. Oop, I think I need another spanner. Second. Half inch. Oh, there goes the camera. Sorry about that. It is threaded through there, but this is a locking nut. That's always handy to have one on there, just to make sure nothing unwinds. That's fine. That's lovely. That's lovely. That's lovely. Okay, so next, do we put the plugs in? Need a set of leads in there. Can't for the life of me remember if we put oil in it yet. I don't think we have. No. If we have, it's gone somewhere. So no, we've got to do the oil. It's all right. So leads, where's the leads? Must be inside. Right, I just sprayed up the rear light plimps in red. Actually used a 2K aerosol for these. There's no point getting a gun out and making a mess for just those. The bonnet and the back panels in the van, I'll have to get a gun out for those, but I wanted to be able to build up the rear lights, so push me on a little bit there. So the bonnet's looking pretty good now. You can't see where I done it, can you? No. And I've just been touching up a couple of other little bits, the filler and that, and a couple of bits on the door. But there was a bit on this door that I wasn't happy with, so I've now repaired that and sprayed that as well. Bloody useful having an aerosol can. So there you are. But they look lovely, don't they, them? So once they're all dried, tomorrow maybe I'll make up the rear lights, put the reflectors in, put the rubbers around them and everything else, and get them fitted to the van. Happy days. So next I'm going to fit the foam into this aperture here, where the door shuts into. I've got the foam there, so I shall be doing it now. Well, this stuff is self-teaching, so you sort of get one chance of getting in the right place. So I don't know whether you can see where you are actually, just to try and move you a little bit. So as you work your way down, you've got to fill the vacuum, push it in. Also make sure this is all clean, no dust, so it sticks right. What happens then is when you fit in the door and you shut the door into it, it won't want to shut. You have to slam them in and then leave the door shut for a couple of days. And what that does then is it dents this and makes a nice seal in where the door fits, you know, like that. So we're coming up on the latch now, so we need to cut that off. Just got to turn the heater off. Trouble with this weather is it's never warm enough, and then it's too cold, so you put the heater on, then you're sweating. Can't win. But at least we're lucky enough to have a heater, eh? So I'll nip that off there. Like that. Just at the top of that. You've got to leave a little gap because the rubber on the door needs to fit in there. So don't bring it right to the latch. And this bit's a little bit fiddlier because it goes around the corner, but it will go. Can be a bugger to get in there. But there you go. Just push it in with your thumb. Get a rough idea where we want to be. Nip that off again. There you go. Right, so, and then you carry on down around the next shut, the arch, push that right into there. You go around the corner at the bottom and then stick it off there. And there you have it. It's as simple as that. Not brain surgery, luckily, because I had a brain surgeon. Oh. There we go, and do the same the other side. If it does come unstuck, if you do it like, I mean, obviously I'm not ready to put the doors on yet, but I'm trying to get these little jobs brought forward. But if it does come unstuck, it's not the end of the world, because what will happen is, when you do put the doors on, you shut them up there, then it will hold it there and until it goes off properly. On the other side, dust everywhere, look at this, drives you mad. Can't stop it though. Okay, so we start at the top. Gives a nice finish too, doesn't it? Looks like it's supposed to be there. Well, it is supposed to be there. Actually looks like it's supposed to be there. Around the corner at the bottom. And just enough to do the job, which is good. Don't like waste, do we? And there you have it. That's them in. A little touch up to do there. Job's a good one. Happy days. This rubbish put in the bin. Right. Another one off the list. It's time for a cup of tea. Nice cup of tea. Lovely. Right, so now we're on to the rear indicators and finding some good plimps for it, because it didn't have any, they were missing. So I've got some here I prepared earlier. Don't know what that is. That's a weird one, isn't it? Oh, same, is it? See, look at that. Different sizes. What's the chances of that? Ah, back to the old drawing board then. And we have more. Right, so 2 the same there, 3 the same there, 4 the same there. I bought these ones in because they got the nuts on. Hard to find bits and pieces, just easier. So we'll have these nuts off. And there, look, that's a particularly good one. So we use that. And under the dirt, I think that one's a very good one as well. So we use that. So strip them ones down. Find a spanier, the right size. What size are they? Not 7/16, not 3/8. What's that? Well, they are 3/8. They're 3/8. Oh, blimey. I haven't been off in a while. 3/8. So little curved washers. Well, sort of like, they're like wedges. You see that? Maybe you can see it. So when you do them up on the inside, they obviously go against the shape of the body. And we have the 4. Happy days. So let's get these stripped down. That should come out of there now. Should. There we go. Okay. And this one. Off you come. That's it. And I need to get that out of there. Take the bulb out before it breaks and cuts my hand. God, what did I do the other day? So I got my stapler out. I was loading some staplers into it. And what did I do? Stapled my thumb. Straight in my thumb. Went, can't see it now, but God, did not bleed. It was squirting everywhere. It was my claret. Always the little things that drive you mad, because it's like paper cuts. Pain now. Right. Let's get that out of there now. Come on. Come on. Get out. Ugh. Right. That wants straightening out and cleaning and painting and all that. What's this one like? Well, this one's a better one. We can get this apart. Can we get it apart? That's the thing. Screwdriver. Will I stick it in my hand? Will I? Will I? Oh. Cool. Bugger, that won't come up. It's glued in there, I think. Come on. Bigger screwdriver needed. That's on the floor now. I've picked that up. Come on. Come on. Yes. Get that little lens out. Right, come on, be good. Right, come. Oh, gotcha. Look at the mess I've made already. Another bulb. These little screws out. Hard to find things, these little screws, so we'll look after these and use them. What I can't get used to, I can't get used to the quiet. It's too quiet. No one else is moving around. It's very odd. I don't miss tidying up after people though. No names mentioned, Benny. Right, that's a better one, isn't it? Right, so they're no good. They're no good. That's no good. That's no good. That's no good. That one can go for the moment. This one still needs a bit of straightening, but that one's pretty perfect, really, other than being slightly rusty. I'll clean them up on the wheel, straighten that in the vise. That was hard, wasn't it? Right. Yes. It's these edges that you've got to be particular about that go against the van, because the crisper the edge, the nicer it looks. I think those two will be the ones. Those over there. Right, let's get these cleaned up if I can. Let's have a little look. I don't think I'm going to get them in there, might do. Always wear your eye protection when you're using one of these. Always reminds me of years ago when I used to have the. Yeah, I've cleaned that side up. I've got to do this side with the drill because I can't get them in there. I used to have the wheel out in the workshop, and I can't remember what I was cleaning, but it was some special nuts or something, I think. And all of a sudden, the wheel gripped it, and boom, off it went. Oh, could I find it? I don't know where it went. It missed me, missed Dave, because Dave was here, and couldn't find it anywhere. Anyway, moved on and found a replacement, whatever it was, and just carried on, as you do. I think about 6 months later, I was locking the gate up outside by the drive, and there it was on the floor. So I shot all the way out the workshop and ended up by the drive gate, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. Had the same thing with a screwdriver, but with the screwdriver, it went missing. I've got one missing at the moment. I had a lovely big wooden handle screwdriver, which I was sure I was going to find when I cleaned the workshop up, but I didn't. And I had a lovely screwdriver, it's a Phillips though, and couldn't find it anywhere, and drove me mad looking for it. So in the end I gave up, as you do. I was up on the roof one day fitting a new light, and guess what? The screwdriver was on the roof. Crazy. I still don't know how that happened, but it did. I must have been up there messing about before doing the other light that blew up before it, and left the screwdriver up on the roof. It's a bit rusty, but cleaned it up, and that was that. Great, isn't they? I love wire wheels. Clean the old threads up. Help the nuts go on easier. That's lovely. Right, there you go. So we need to clean, I suppose it's worth cleaning those really. You never see them again. Oh, that's better. Look, these go on there, lovely now. A bit of rust off. Jolly good. See if I've got a drop of primer to put on those. No primer, but I've got some nice silver paint, so that will do. I need to keep the rust back. Oh, they're posh, aren't they? Whew. Smells nice. Just let them dry for a sec. Right, whilst they're that side of them's drying, I can clean these up a bit. Right, what I need really is a bit of jar. I don't think I've got any. Let's have a look. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm digging from a drawer. What's that there? That's right. There's a little bit there. There's a little bit there. That'll do lovely. Right, we've got some coarse Scotch Brite here. Just cut a little bit off because I don't need loads. Put that back, so I've got a little bit left. Okay. Now you should be able to just rub this up with this, just to take all the dead rubber away. Straight away, as you can see, that's coming up rather lovely. See that? So that's dirty and that's clean. Come up nice. The other thing I can't quite get used to is coming in here and finding tools where I've left them. There is a beauty of working on your own, as well as the beauty of working with people, but when you've got your workshop to yourself, you know where you put stuff, if you know what I mean. And yeah, coming in here and finding your stuff where you leave it is a massive bonus. I've been buying some new old tools as well. I found some good stuff lately. I found a beautiful socket set. I'll show you in a minute. I mean, I've got socket sets obviously, but when you see things come up for sale, basically a new old stock socket set, Whitworth Imperial and metric set all together, you got to grab it. And on this occasion I didn't actually grab it, so I must say a big thank you to Steve for that, because Steve lived close by the guy, which came up on Facebook Marketplace. He wouldn't send it. It was just a guy that just didn't want to go to the post office, I think. He wouldn't send it. I was happy to pay for him to his time and everything else, but and the wrapping and the time it took to wrap it and everything else, but he wouldn't send it. So luckily my friend Steve, he lives over that way, which is the other side of the country for me, it was not far from him, so he whipped round there and got it for me. And then when I saw Steve the other day, I picked it up, and oh, what a lovely set it is. And also, whilst I was in town, in my local town, we have a lot of antiques places around here, and there's one in particular I like, because there's a guy in there that restores tools, you know, like things like these big old vices I use, you know, things like an anvil, old stuff, real old stuff. And I'll be, if I didn't find something I've been looking for absolutely ages. Oh, can I get to them easily? Probably not, but it's worth it just to show you. So bear with whilst I dig. I have to move a million things. So I'll put it all away because It's one of those, some of those things you don't use very often, so you don't need them out getting covered in dirt and all that sort of thing. Just moving all my manuals and lit out of the way. Let's try a char. Hang on. It's like a library in my cupboard. Hold on. Right, first off, I'll show you my socket set. This is absolutely lovely. It's too nice to even use. I've got to admit, look at this beauty. So this is new old stock. Look at that. Have you ever seen anything like that? Absolutely, I don't think it ever been used. Everything absolutely look brand new. But you've got your AF, you've got your Whitworth, and you've got your metric. All in the same box. How useful is that? Too good to use, isn't it? Anyway, so that was a absolute bargain. I was so happy with that. And now the thing I got from the antiques shop is these tap and die sets, UNF. Down in Whitworth. I mean, come on, a round of applause, please. Look at that. I'd like to know the history behind them, where they came from. It was obviously local. Someone's workshop, poor old chap, not with us anymore probably, that had them. And BSF. Look at those. Find them again. So there you are, absolutely beautiful. So I had a good week that week, finding stuff. I hope you enjoyed seeing them, as much as I enjoy owning them. You can buy new stuff, but it's never as good. Never as good. So there you are. Just put those away and get back on with what I was doing. There you are. Let's put all these books back now. Torch and books. There you are. That's that. That's worth the effort, I'm sure. Get in there. There you are. Hope you enjoyed seeing them. Must I did showing them to you. Right, so where do we get to? So we're cleaning these up nicely. In fact, don't need much more than that. And just need to get the other side of these done. Could do with a bit of heat in here because it's cold. Let me turn the heat around and get some heat in here. I'll end up suffocating, but it'll be worth it for a minute. Just got to get my curtains out of the way, otherwise I'll set fire and then we'll have a nightmare. Oh my god, these are big one. But I don't like spiders. Don't like them. I like a bit of heat on the subject. Ready. Get these dried off. Get them right. what you make thinking straight away, hang on a minute, John, that ain't no good, that ain't no good. Why ain't they no good? Why? Well, because these are later Bedford lamps, and the van is an early van. So what do I do about that? Well, very straightforward. The only reason I buy this is for the rubber. So what we'll do is we'll change the lens. Simple as that. I've got some new old stock ones of these somewhere. We'll change the lens. Exactly the same. We've got everything new. Plan. That's the plan. Pop those off there. The other thing is, these are plastic. Who wants plastic on their van? I see, I'm stopping the cable already. Well, Mickey. Little things and all that. So these will fit through here, they're exactly the same as before. And when they're all together you will not know any difference from the new. Oh my god. I think that's enough. Let that circulate, that heat circulate. Oh, blimey. Phew. Yeah. So all looking rather good. So we've got those, we've got those. They're the rear lamps. Obviously we don't need those at the moment, but we will tomorrow. I shall have a quick look. I've got a jar of lenses somewhere I prepared earlier. My favourite saying. Jar of lenses. There they are. Put those over there. Little screws. Oh look, some more plastic ones. What can I do with these? Once on a postcard. But in here we got some beauties. Excuse me. So there are, there's a couple of nice ones there. They also done glass ones like that, like the bullet type there. That one's a little faded. But we'll see what we can work out here. We've got red ones here, white ones, red ones. So putting it, see the difference in height of them as well? I don't know whether you can, but that's a different height to that one. Different type, two small ones, bullet one, white one, different height. There you go. So there's a pair of those, although that one's faded. Pair of those. Another high one, another low one. Oh, that one's beautiful. Look how dark red that is. That's like new. Keep that one aside. When have we got another one? Because of that. That's new old stock. Still got the tape on it, but it's a shallow one. You bored yet? And there is a, oh, I can't work out the colour. Oh, it is amber. That's one of those. Amber and red. I doubt we got another one as lovely as that. It'd be a miracle. It's a miracle. I might have one over in the lockup. Maybe. Might be worth a look. quite a nice one, but not as dark. You would never think they would be different, would you? There's another ring. Oh, got a broken one. Another small one, another tall one. Please. Ah, we've got there. Not dark enough. That is really, that's blood red. Look at that. It's just beautiful. And we have got a pair there. That looks like a new one as well. Got the sticker on it still. We've got a pair of them. Nice and dark. Right. Oh well, it looks like we're going to have to go with them two and put those ones back in. Live to see another day. How about that? Anyway, did we get the amber ones? Which is what we wanted. I reckon those two. Maybe those two. Or maybe those two. That's a bit faded, that one. I reckon those. So we'll go with them for there. The rest can go in. What we have to make sure is that these go over the bulbs. And they don't. God. Oh, which means we've got to go for the bullet type like this. Glass. Which means I've also got to do the bottom lights like that. I'll be. Ugh, dear. Oh well. I better go and find some better ones, I think, because I'm not happy with those ones. I was happy with those ones. They're all clean, but still. I only got the one of these anyway. I'll just put that one away. No, I've only got the one. So I'll have to go and have a look, see what I can find in the stores. Oh no, there's another one, but they're two different shades. Awful. That will definitely work with it. Yes. Right, so they're dry. We'll whip them over, give them a coat of paint, and I'll go and have a look for those whilst it's turned. But I certainly don't want to put plastic on the van. So we need to go and find two decent ones. I'll just let that dry for a sec. Right. Some I found out there. Just finding a nice pair that matches. Not that one, obviously. Obviously they're dirty. That one's filthy, in fact. Just looking for the same. Yes. That's maybe. That one's filthy as well, but it's a nice dark one. I think I found my pair. Right, a bit of rag and a bit of stuff to clean them with. A bit of rag, a bit of stuff. my battery on the camera's going to die. I don't have my charger. Well, I was right about that. I'll go and get my charger. His battery died. Anyway, we got them cleaned up, and as you can see, they're really lovely now. Nice and bright, smashing. I don't know whether you can see that. You probably can't see that, but they are nice and clean and sorted. Happy days. Right, moving swiftly on. And we need to get one of these and pop that in there, like so, like that, and then you get the new fitting, and that goes in there, like that. Oh, no, don't, because we've got little nuts and bolts through here, just to confuse me. So I'll take those out. Don't want nuts and bolts, we want screws. We've got nut and bolt. Don't want a nut and bolt. Don't want them. I don't want them. Now, if I'm looking for any little nuts and bolts, there's some there. So I better put them together and put them in the drawer in case I ever need a little nut and bolt. Come on. Thank you. Now, keep the holes lined up. I bet they don't line up. I bet they don't. Think they're going to? Think they're going to? I'm not sure. Hope if I could see. Right, let's try. Ooh. Yes. In it goes. Number two. See, I probably do a slightly better screwdriver. It doesn't really fit that well. Bit of pain when they're like that. What have we got here? Nope. Not sure I like that. I think we've got it round the wrong way. That's the problem. It's got one long bolt, one short bolt. Please go in. Stop being a pain. That's better. That's better. Right, so we get that put into there. Using. And then a wing on there. I'm not even sure you can see what I'm doing here, but there's a rubber and the little ring fits underneath the rubber, so you've got to just ease it out, push it in at the same time, like that, all the way around, all the way around. And this is a job you have to do if your bulb blows. Not quite in yet. There you go. Not bad, eh? Not bad. So we'll give them a clean up again in a bit. Let's just put the, we're not putting them on today, so we'll just put these on here so we don't lose anything. Because something I have to do is extend the wire, so it has to drop down inside the van and come out the bottom. So it's another job I've got to do before they can go on there. So that's one. Now we just repeat the process and do it again. Look at that. Yep. Put that in there. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? Nuts and bolts, nuts and bolts, nuts and bolts. Lovely. Oh, sound like Mr. Tumble. Right, get this last two out. It's got so hot in here. That heater's amazing, but you can't have it on for long. So you end up really hot at the top and then cold feet. Hello. Spitfires are coming over. They're not Spitfires, but they're like little fighter planes, and there's two of them that's local at a place called Shobden, and they chase each other around. It's great fun to watch. Like dogfight, but with no guns. Right, so I would say that way. We are very fortunate where we live to have planes around, because where I grew up in Marlow in Buckinghamshire, we live very close to Booker Airfield, and it was just something I got so used to seeing and hearing with the planes buzzing about, and we were treated to a Spitfire every now and again there, because they have them, shall I say, in the museum and based up at Booker. It's a shame we don't get to see them as much now. Bit of useless information for you, but good memories growing up, getting buzzed by Spitfires during the war. I'm not old enough, but you know what I mean. Just don't make things like they used to. Being a pain now. Okay, let's loosen that off again, John. Okay, so I got it in the wrong hole. They are slightly out of sync, these holes. If you don't get them around the right way, it won't go in. That looks a bit more like it. Try that. Fingers and thumbs. Fingers and thumbs. Gotcha. Right, get one in there. Well, if you're not asleep yet, it'd be a miracle. It's about as exciting as it gets. It's just little jobs like this that take the time, and it's stuff that has to be done. You can't, you know, it's all part of the bigger picture. Without the lights, it wouldn't look quite right, would it? Right, so that's lovely. That's got that in there. Let's pop the bulb back in, all the way around. That's it. And then we pop that through there. Try and get the right way around first time this time. Like that. That's lovely. We get the lens in. That's the lens in. And then the ring. Again. Sorry if I'm grunting. You forget yourself when you're on camera. Trying to breathe. Could be worse, couldn't it? You know what I mean? Right. Nearly there. Stubborn bit. That's it. Last little bit. There we go. The other thing you have with the older ones is if you try and do that with the rubbers on the other one, they split. So it's always best to get new ones. And they are available, so it's better to do it that way. Okay, so exciting stuff. So that's the indicators pretty much sorted. We're just going to make a bit of a clean again. A bit more WD-40. So get all that dirt and finger marks off them. Obviously the van will be completely detailed when it's finished, but you know, I mean, you can't grumble at that, can you? Huh? I mean, that's like a new one. You think it's a new one? You would think it's a new one, wouldn't you? Well, it's not. It's semi-new, half new, not completely new. And the same for this one. A bit WD-40 on it. Give it a old clean. Look at that. Can't beat it, can you? Can't beat it. There you are. Number two. So there you are. That's the indicators pretty much sussed for the back. So I'll go and pop those within the van. And tomorrow we will be putting these in and putting all the rear light clusters together. Which will be awesome, I believe. So quite a creative day, all in all. So we have these lovely indicators all ready to go. Do you want to see them again, just in case you missed it the first 15 times? All ready to go in, all nicely done, with the proper glass lenses. Not the plastic lenses. We don't want the plastic lenses. So I'm going to put those, actually they can go in this box for now, just for a bit of protection. And we've got to do the same again tomorrow with these ones. Put those in there. Okay, I'll leave those ones in the van, and those ones can stay on the worktop till tomorrow. And there's them little nuts and bolts before I lose them all. Pop them in that little drawer. What's that little drawer? With special bits. There you go. I called it the drawer that keeps on giving. Every time you need something niggly, it's in there generally. Right, pop these in the van. In the van. In the van. Yeah, and don't forget that earlier on we did all these, so these are ready now. So let's just, I can't wait, I've got to offer one up. I know these are plastic and all that, but I've just got to offer one up just to have a look, just to see the red against the red. And, you know, because otherwise I'll be asleep with one eye open tonight and it's just not the same. Look at that, can you see that? How about that? Huh? How beautiful is that? And then we've got a lovely Lucas reflector to go in the top there. And yeah, but obviously not with the plastic lens. They will be glass like the others. Right, leave that there. Put that back where it was. Well, as they say in Madworks Garage, happy days. Yet another really productive day. Got mess all over the place. I've got to clean this up now, but I won't do that on camera. So thanks for watching Madworks Garage today with just me, John, and tune in for the next episode to see all the back lights go together and everything go onto the van, which is always an exciting time because it's like finishing things, isn't it? Finishing things. Yep, and then I've got the new radiator that's coming, so I can get that done, and hopefully next week or the week after I have the engine running on its, you know, on its new wiring loom, on its own petrol tank. It should be running and ready to go, hopefully. And the other thing we've got to check is gears, because obviously gears are really important. But we've got oil to do, we've got filter to do. Remind me to do the oil and filter. Don't let me start that up without putting oil in it, because I already thought I did, but when I checked today I didn't. So remind me. I've got plenty of filters, mine. But yeah, if anyone needs a filter, let me know, because I've got like about 50 filters. Yeah. So that's what we'll be doing in the next episode. We'll be getting all the lights together, all the back of the van, put some more rubbers on, hopefully. We'll see how the day goes. But yeah, from now, for now, we'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. Can't say we, I'll see you next time. Not we. Got to get out of that habit, John. It's I'll see you next time.